I often talk about the different states of the brain and being in learning mode versus being in fight or flight. And basically all of my teaching, the reason I am punishment-free parenting is because punishment sends your kid into a decidedly non-learning state, into fight or flight, where they can't learn the thing that you're trying to teach them. So when you, the quote from the book is, when you punish a kid to teach them a lesson, you turn off the part of their brain that learns. So we have this fight or flight mode where our kid is afraid and we know that they can't learn. Then we just have kind of autopilot mode, which is just kind of when we're doing our everyday tasks. Sometimes we can daydream during those times. Oftentimes we have to be a little bit more focused on our tasks. Then we have flow state, which is what you and I do when we're in these conversations. It's what Bandit was doing when he was trying to remove the stump. It's what artists do when they get into their best work. And the best way to describe flow state to people, you know those things that you can do where just time just is gone, right? And you look at your clock and you go, oh my gosh, wait, it's been an hour, it's been 2 hours, it's been 3 hours, I can't even believe it. That's flow state. And what's interesting is when we scan people's brains who are in that state, an artist creating or playing or whatever, and you have a child who's playing with friends or making up the rules to a game, the brains look identical. And so play to me is anything that I do that I find myself in flow state, because that's the technical, like kind of neurological, for lack of better terms, neuroscience-y way that our brains experience play. And when I look at my life, I have really set up my life now to, and I'm very blessed to be able to do this, to almost only do things where I find myself in flow state. So when I'm in my pastoral roles, when I'm doing pastoral counseling, that's a very flow state thing for me as an extrovert, as a counselor. When I'm writing a sermon or when I'm writing a talk for whatever, when I'm on a TV show as whole parent, or when I'm giving an interview, or when I'm writing, when I wrote the book, all of these things I found myself in flow state. And actually in all of those ways, I really was filling my play cup. And when you're in those flow states and you're really going, that's also the time, by the way, that your brain learns the most. It's the time when, this is why, like when you make up a silly song or a silly mnemonic, it actually activates the play circuits in your brain, and all of a sudden that thing becomes easy to remember. It's why I sing every instruction to my kids, so that it's silly and playful. The more time we spend in flow state working out our stuff, the better parents we can be, the better lives we can live. And so play to me is any time when I get to do that.